Sky guard you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Wind guide you.
Okay, so I had a piece of dab glass almost explode on me. I need just 2 seconds here.
I cannot teach you the shout, because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice. But not Dragon Rend. The knowledge, perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. Follow me. I will show you how to open the path to Paarthurnax. Breath and focus. Core. I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving. Stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Dremyolok, greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here if not for Tinvak? Dovahkiin, Ninyol, strike me with the fire of your Thum. Yes, Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovahsos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I had expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Alduin Comate Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thu'um you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thu'um? Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lin Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los Trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Sulyek. Tid-Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll, Tid-Krech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then, fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs. You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll, Tid-Krech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatok.
Sulfur Alduin Ukri. Today Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krief Wolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
Know that Gormley sent you down to death! Hakon! A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We've blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Golthor, Sori, Birker.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Meye, Tarudis, Ane, Him Hind Paliv, Zuu Hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
Nivarin Jur, what have you done? What twisted words have you created? Tarodis Parthenax, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, you will die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power when I come for you in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel fear for the first time, Worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
Oh, damn you! It's no use. Use the scroll, Feldir, now.
Hold Alduin on the wing! Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard! Begone, World Eater! By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out! You are banished! We shout you out from all our endings unto the last!
Nikri.
You are banished!
It worked. We did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Aluki Nakib Silesur. My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde.
Lost Funt, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragonrend if you know it.
Suleki Mulak, Parthrenax. My power is... Av Uvdir, join me or perish with your mortal friends. Parthrenax is weak. I am strong.
with dragon ray! Weapons. This is your chance, Dovahkiin. Strike with all your force.
You have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
Lot Kongrach. You truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, yes, but your Soom is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Yes, this was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkasayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. Sum Ark Mora.
the Jarl's justice. Stop, in the name of the Jarl. By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there. I can make all your problems with a go. Done. Now move along, before you get me in trouble.
Mortality, and now walk among the stars! But you were once man, aye, and as man you said, let me show you the power of Horn of the North, where my bread is long. Winter. I breathe now.
The city's changed, friend. Thieves' Guild is on the rise. They've got a firm foothold here in White.
You are a welcome guest. I am charged with... Oh, yes. There have been attempts on the Jarl's life.
What is it
More
that you
than one
need?
would-be assassin has met his
I
end
must
at
have
the
misheard
tip of
you.
my blade.
Of course. You already saved Whiterun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when... Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things. Now what's this nonsense about I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Do you think the Stormcloaks will sit idle while this dragon is slaughtering my men and burning down my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at the... Maybe. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain. Now, if you don't
my
mind,
eyes on you.
I've got a city to keep.
And deserve our praise you do, for we are one. Ere you ascended, and the eight became nine.
You're the best. Can you be my father?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Sheath your weapons and come quietly. Stop! In the name
order
of the Jarl.
Stop right there. Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. Until next time.
Keep your guard up.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Go fiddling with any locks around here. We're going to have a real problem. What is it? Dragons? I find your hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off.
Die, Lord God.
I find your wolfish grin unsettling.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? What do you want, milk drinker?
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Tongue of mortality, and now walk among the stars! Of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty Dalos. He who is both man and divine. Trust in me, Whiterun. Trust in Heimskir.
You're different, aren't you? Not like anyone else. Not anymore.
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in.
If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath. I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace. The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true.
You deal with powerful forces. Take care they do not overwhelm you.
As anyone will... My talents are... The marsh is treacherous. You would do...
Take a look.
Go! You're not wanted here!
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in. My talents are much needed here in order to keep Morth.
The marsh is treacherous. You would do well to not wander at night.
All right, then. Morthal is a troubled place, and it's my duty to see it rest in peace.
I had a bad dream again last night. Do you like magic? I dreamt that you went away. You made
Please
monsters. It was scary.
I had you figured.
It was like it was real.
All right, then. Hush now. Think no more of it. If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in. Got something to say? So, you wish to master the arcane arts? You deal with powerful forces. Take care they do not overwhelm you.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn. So you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed? Imagine blowing up an entire town. Damn college. Winterhold would never be the same.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him? I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs. I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us. Deliver the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to terms. Sky, guard you.
Your skin's... There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
Yes. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Alduin, the world... Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. Jar. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. I can make all your problems with the god done. Now, move along, before you get in trouble.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit.
Look, that Vici woman had a...
Taking the Pale gives us another portent on the Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. You may have a point. It's getting difficult to even move troops around without attracting a dragon attack. By all accounts, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as badly. Even Ulfric might see the sense of a truce under these conditions. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. Do you know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Get that fucking Thalmor out of here. That one right there. Get that one out of here. You know what? I'll fucking do it for you. I'll do it for you right here, right now. Get that fucking Thalmor out of here. That was a warning shot. No more warnings. Yep. Yep, that's right. I'm done. Delphine, fuck off.
Soon, Delphine!
It was worth it.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Diplomatic as usual.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
What do you think? Are we going to let Ulfric dictate terms to us before the negotiations even start? Maybe so, but we shouldn't be making concessions before negotiations even start. Makes us look weak.
You are weak. Sooner you realize it, the sooner we can see the back of you.
I guess I'll defer to your judgment on this one, but I think it's a mistake.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government...
The one thing I will agree with the Stormcloaks is get that fucking Thalmor out of here. They have no reason to be here.
Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
We're here to arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink. Winterhold would allow us to directly threaten the rebel supply lines out of Windhelm. Better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth without a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
I expected better of you, Dragonborn. You swore an oath to serve the Emperor. Don't forget it. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You're losing this war, and you know it. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me, and I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Damn Imperial arrogance.
Out with it, then.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
Shores, bones, where will these demands end?
I'm listening.
Never mind. I can see that these are the best terms we'll get from this council. So be it. The Empire at least puts the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Ulfric will allow Imperial troops to enter Winterhold. Courier will replace Kraldar as Jarl. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. These terms blatantly favor the rebels. Everyone here knows that. But the Empire will accept them until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it. You disappointed me. You gave too much away. More than was necessary to secure this truce. You should think harder on your oath to the Emperor next time you're deciding what's right.
Pay no attention to him. A ponderous windbag, like most Imperial generals. Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragon. Born. I hope it was worth it.
I'm afraid there's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well and good, but did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant? It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count the past. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort. I anticipated them, and cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites,
I assume
I believe
you are
I've
familiar
identified
with the Dragonborn's plan.
I anticipated and unguessed cross-referencing this by calling the dragon with a voice. He will hear. He's not compelled to, but your voice in particular. I think it's very likely that he will be. Indeed. I'm no master. Odahviing, winged snow hunter.
I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear.
Dremyolok, greetings. The Blades are wise not to trust me. Onikan Niov. I would not trust another Dova. Dov Walan Farel. We were made to dominate. The will to power is in our blood. You feel it in yourself, do you not? I can be trusted. I know this, but they do not. Onikan Niov Dova. It is always wise to mistrust a Dova. I have overcome my nature only through meditation and long study of the way of the voice. No day goes by where I am not tempted to return to my inborn nature. Zingriforvut se sulyech. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Odahviing will come to your challenge. Bozik, Krillot, he will not be able to resist your call. From the hill of the Dova itself, he will come. Lok Thum.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home. Of course. It's all in this note. The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can
We're
assist
ready,
you.
Dragonborn. Just as I promised. My men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah? We're ready when you are. Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready.
Right, Adin!
We're ready when you are.
Hear that?
Here he comes.
Steady. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down.
Overkeen, here I am. Zuubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Hinsir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renigvaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Bovar. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesur, the souls of the mortal dead. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan Hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Ah, well, Croesus, there is one, only this. You have the Thuum of Adova, but without the wings of one, you will... Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
Alright, I'm gonna make a part 2 in this. I will be back.
Under your corset, and as Georges pointed out, you were in the bottom 3 times.